They smile at you, they clap for you, but deep down, their hearts don't align with their words. My brothers and sisters, have you ever felt surrounded by people who pretend to support you, yet their actions speak otherwise? Islam teaches us that not everyone who stands beside you is truly for you, and sometimes the best thing you can do is walk away, silently and with dignity. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "A person is upon the religion of their close friend, so let one of you look at whom they befriend." This hadith reminds us that the company we keep shapes not only our character, but also our destiny. In this video, we'll explore eye-opening lessons from Islam about dealing with people who may not have your best interests at heart. These are lessons that can help you find peace, set boundaries, and silently let go of relationships that drain your energy. If you've ever felt the sting of betrayal, or wondered how to handle false friends the way Islam guides us to, then this is for you. Before we begin, I encourage you to stay with me until the end. What you're about to hear might change the way you view your relationships forever. Lesson 1. Actions reveal the heart's truth. Brothers and sisters, in a world filled with words, remember this. It is the actions that reveal the true condition of one's heart. The Quran warns us, "O you who have believed, why do you say what you do not do? Most hateful it is with Allah that you say what you do not do." This verse pierces through the veil of pretense, urging us to look beyond mere words. Think of the relationships in your life. How many times have you placed your trust in someone whose words were like honey, yet their actions left you bitter? A true believer of Islam doesn't simply speak of loyalty or faith. They embody it in their every step, every decision. When someone's actions contradict their promises, it isn't just a reflection of their weakness. It is a mirror held up to their soul. The great Islamic scholar, Imam al-Ghazali, once wrote, "Actions are the fruits of the heart. What you see outwardly is but a reflection of what lies within." This is why we, as believers, must cultivate discernment. Observe carefully. Do their deeds align with their declarations, or do they falter in the light of sincerity? Overcoming the hurt caused by false supporters begins not with confrontation, but with fortitude. To walk away without anger is an act of inner strength, a declaration that your peace is not for sale. This is what Islam teaches us, to hold ourselves to the highest standard of truth while leaving behind those who falter in theirs. Lesson 2. Silence is a shield. True strength doesn't always lie in speaking up. It lies in knowing when to remain silent. Islam teaches us that silence can be a form of wisdom, a way to protect ourselves from unnecessary conflict and preserve our inner peace. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Whoever believes in Allah and the last day should speak what is good or remain silent." How many times have we been tempted to respond to hurtful words or defend ourselves against baseless accusations? Yet every word spoken in haste risks breaking the tranquility of our hearts. When faced with insincere supporters or hidden critics, silence becomes your greatest ally. It's not about avoiding confrontation out of fear. It's about rising above the noise. The wise philosopher Rumi once said, "Silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation." By choosing silence, you distance yourself from the chaos of others and create space for reflection and connection with Allah. Let your silence speak of your strength and your trust in Allah's justice. Remember, walking away doesn't mean you're weak. It means you value your peace more than proving a point. A true believer doesn't lower themselves to the level of those who wish to harm them. Instead, they rely on the shield of silence and let their actions define their worth. Lesson 3. Detachment, a path to liberation. My brothers and sisters, attachment to false supporters binds us to their whims and manipulations. Islam teaches us the art of detachment, not as an act of abandonment, but as a means of freeing our hearts from unnecessary burdens. The Quran reminds us, "Do not let their wealth or their children impress you. Allah intends to punish them through these things in this world, and that their souls should depart while they are disbelievers. This verse serves as a powerful reminder to never let materialistic allure or insincere attachments cloud our judgment. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop depending on others for your happiness and validation. It's about recognizing that no worldly bond, no matter how appealing, can replace the serenity that comes from trusting Allah. As Imam Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah beautifully said, the heart will never find peace until it rests with Allah. Consider this. How often do we cling to relationships, fearing loneliness or judgment, even when they harm us? Detachment allows you to let go, not out of anger, but out of wisdom. It's a silent declaration that your worth is not tied to the approval of others, but to the grace of Allah. By choosing detachment, you reclaim the space in your heart for something far greater: reliance on Allah. Remember, walking away silently from those who fail to uplift you is not a loss, it's a step toward liberation. Lesson 4. Patience, the test of true strength. My brothers and sisters, patience is not just about waiting, it's about enduring with grace. In life, you'll encounter people whose actions test your character and whose words challenge your peace. Islam teaches us that patience in such moments is not weakness. It's an extraordinary form of strength. The Quran beautifully states, "Indeed, Allah is with the patient." Imagine this. Someone you trusted turns their back on you, spreading rumors or questioning your intentions. Your first instinct might be to confront them or defend yourself, but patience reminds us to pause. Reacting in anger only gives power to those trying to harm you. Instead, trust that Allah sees everything. As Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "The strong one is not the one who can overpower others, but the one who can control themselves in a moment of anger." Patience doesn't mean doing nothing. It means choosing the right action at the right time. It means focusing on what pleases Allah instead of what satisfies your ego. When you're patient, you place your trust in Allah's timing and wisdom, knowing that He will guide you toward justice and peace. So, when faced with fake supporters or those who harm you, remember this: patience is your shield. It allows you to endure without losing your dignity and to let go without losing your peace. Trust that Allah's justice is always greater than any harm someone can cause you. Lesson 5. Trust in Allah, the ultimate anchor. My brothers and sisters, when the world feels heavy and the betrayal of others shakes your heart, remember this: Allah is the only one who never falters, never betrays, and never abandons. The Quran says, "And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him." This verse is a powerful reminder that true reliance should always be placed on Allah, not on people. In today's world, many of us seek validation and support from those around us. But when that support turns out to be hollow or deceitful, it's a painful wake-up call. Instead of letting this pain consume you, use it to shift your focus to Allah, the one who truly understands your struggles. The great scholar Ibn Taymiyyah, rahimahullah, said, "What can my enemies do to me? My paradise is in my heart. If they imprison me, it is solitude with Allah. If they exile me, it is a journey in the path of Allah." These words are a profound reminder that when our connection with Allah is strong, no external force can truly harm us. Now think about this in the context of today's struggles. Perhaps you faced betrayal by someone you trusted, or felt isolated because you chose to follow your faith while others mocked or dismissed you. It's natural to feel hurt and even question why these challenges happen. But Ibn Taymiyyah's words teach us that our peace and strength don't come from the approval of people. They come from our relationship with Allah. When someone tries to belittle you or take away your sense of worth, remember, they cannot touch the paradise in your heart if your heart is with Allah. Even in isolation, you're not alone. It's a moment to connect deeply with your Creator. Even in rejection, you're not abandoned. It's Allah redirecting you to something better. In today's fast-paced, judgmental world, holding on to this perspective can transform how you view challenges. Instead of seeing hardships as setbacks, see them as opportunities to grow closer to Allah. When you make Allah your anchor, no betrayal, rejection, or loss can shake you. So my brothers and sisters, life is a journey filled with tests, and one of the hardest is facing those who pretend to support us, but secretly harm us. Yet Islam equips us with the tools to rise above this pain, with wisdom, patience, and unwavering reliance on Allah. As we've discussed, walking away silently from fake supporters isn't about anger or weakness. It's about preserving your peace and trusting Allah's plan. Every step you take toward distancing yourself from harm is a step closer to your own growth and serenity. Remember the Quranic promise, and whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out and will provide for him from where he does not expect. Let's also reflect on this hadith from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A believer is like a mirror to another believer. True companions reflect your strengths and help you see your weaknesses, not exploit them. Seek those who uplift you and leave the rest to Allah. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Who in your life has truly supported you, and how has it made a difference? Leave a comment below to share your thoughts or experiences. It could inspire someone else to reflect on their own relationships. And as always, like this video and share it with those who might need this reminder. Until next time, may Allah bless you with wisdom, patience, and the courage to walk the path He has set for you. Remember, every step closer to Allah is a step closer to peace.